As we look around and I see the oil prices are starting to go down. Last night it was, I think I looked at it yesterday and it was down to like $83 a barrel. And I just saw the get oil prices again. It's up a few minutes ago and it says $79 a barrel. But I guess these people are speculating that the strait's going to open up. Israel ain't going to create no damn problems. Iran going to not attack them. And Israel gets out of Hezbollah, out of Lebanon, everything's going to go all right. A lot of ifs, a lot of what if, what for, and all of that. But these people over here in our country are going absolutely fucking berserk. Depending on who you're talking to. Oh man, yesterday Fox brought on two crazy fucking Congress people and they praised Trump like he was the conquering hero. He's the greatest negotiator in the world after he gave away the ship and surrendered. But the most embarrassing thing of all, I think, Mr. Harvey and you folks out there, there's a place in France called Versailles, the Versailles building or whatever they got. And in that building, in our history of the world history, especially European history, that place has some huge significance. In the end of World War One, Germany was in that building and signed a total surrender and gave up everything. So the president of France sat down with O'Donnell, along with the European Union president, what's her name, Van der Hoek or whatever her name is, and then Macron, he's the president, and they got it on Trump. You know, why not? Why are you waiting until Friday to sign that agreement? We got a place where you can go and sign that agreement, and you're gonna look great. So the Donald, being the dum dum, says, "Okay." He goes to the side and signs the goddamn agreement. These people are laughing at him. He had no idea that that's the place. Yeah, Germany signed a total surrender. Oh, he was signing that agreement. He was so proud. And all of them sitting down there looking at him and they snickering. You dumb. Ted, he's gonna go down and every day he solidifies his place as the dumbest president that the United States ever had. Every day he's he just he's putting a stamp on the dumbest president in the world. They're gonna have a long list 50 years from now, 100 years from now, when our children, great grandchildren, go to school and they open up their history books, they gonna have Donald Trump down there. Who is the dumbest president in the history of the United States? it'll, it'll be up there in big bright letters, DJT. Can't nobody be dumber than him in the future. He has no idea what the hell is going on. He can't think, but we understand why. He's getting into total dementia here, people.
Yeah. To be honest with you, this man is so out of pocket. He have no idea. He don't, he was trying to be classified as one of the greatest presidents. I mean, I want to get real with you. He colluded with a lot of things and made a couple of $2-3 billion for himself. But at the same time, he's taking money that's supposed to be for the safety net people. He has not improved anything. Now, going back to Iran, the bottom line is, bro, those people, they're going to be rich. That country, they'd be lucky if they was making a few $1 billion a year. And now they're going to be making billions. Their GDP going to go up 30%. Now, I don't know what those leaders are going to do with that money. Are they going to invest in the Iranian people? Because the people that's running it is mostly Arabs and Muslims.
Shiites.
Shiites. Now, my question is, those other Arabs and Muslims and European people who is going to collaborate as far as giving some of that money to those people, as well as America, and we're probably going to be giving them $25 to $50 billion every year for the next 2-3 years, or if not longer. The question is, though, all I'm saying is that will they stop them from bombing up Israel? All this bribery, will it stop? That's the whole thing in a nutshell, bro, is that Israel wants to spread itself, want to take over Palestinians, want to take over all the different Lebanon and different countries and spread themselves out. There's only 5 million those in that country, bro. Only 5 million. So, but you got another 10 million or so right here in this country. I mean, I can say other things, what my priority is, but I don't think we're together yet, as far as this country goes, man, because whew, I've been sitting up here crying all afternoon, man. I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, I've been watching this Obama Center thing all afternoon, man. I mean, if I was a little younger, I'd probably be crying, but just I've been tearing up. How much class Michelle and Obama has. How much dignity and character they have. how much grace and work they are doing even right now. Even though the world and the country is, they doing the work, bro. Despite what the news people are talking about, they're doing the work. And millions of other people around this country and around the world is doing the work. I
But
think
you can't
the
tell me.
conclusion is that they realize that this man is psychopath.
But you can't tell me, Ted, that what has happened doesn't hurt. It bothers them.
So,
I know it does. It bothers them. You know, you can't ignore the president of the United States totally. It bothers them what he is saying, even though you're right, absolutely right. They are the essence of everything that is good about this country. They are the essence of it. They are the figureheads of everything good that we can become and we can be. You're looking for that role model, it's them two. Can't look over there at the White House for the role model. You gotta look at them two because they are the example of what this country should be about. Absolutely. We cannot help it. And I am absolutely, and like you said, it is so honored and stuff and everything that it almost brings you to tears and stuff and everything, how they have represented our people. They have stood and represented us well. And I know we as black folks in this country are so absolutely proud of those two that we don't know what the hell to do. I know I don't. I know that my wife, the people in our family, they're very proud of them. We still got Obama's picture above our mantel in the living room, almost like you remember our parents and grandparents would have their picture of John Kennedy on their front of their TV and everything.
yeah,
They used to come in there and they proudly put up the Kennedy picture and they
Kennedy and Martin Luther King
yeah, Martin Luther King on their
and
thing,
Jesus.
They proudly exhibit them, so we can proudly exhibit our heroes too. Our heroes for the day. That's them. Ted, I have no idea how we're going to end up. I have no idea what the heck going to happen, but things can't get any worse than what they are. Now, you brought up Israel. 2 days ago, maybe even 3 days ago, if you had said what you said today, I'd have totally agree with you. But Ted, that man said something about Israel yesterday that, ooh, everybody, them 5 million people in that country are looking at Donald Trump, man, with knives out. That man treated that country of Israel like they were a stepchild. He has sent his military to Israel, and they have refueling jets on their air base there, Ben Gara, whatever they call it, air base. They took them all back to the United States. So if Israel wants to mount an attack with their jets to go and bomb Iran, they ain't gonna be able to get back. They don't have no way to refuel their jets. He is cutting off their throats so they can't do anything. He has already threatened them and told them to leave Lebanon alone. Get out of there. BB and them said, we ain't leaving.
Israel got people there, bro.
I know they do, but they're going to have to go. If they cut off their military armaments, they're not going to be able to go there. They already took the jets away from them. What makes you think that they ain't going to cut off some more of their armaments? What makes you think they ain't going to cut off their missiles that's coming to Israel to help to protect Jerusalem? He tapped at them. He took their daggone refueling jets away from them. And I know that was just a sign. He was just letting them know, hey, we can take everything you got from you and you won't be able to defend yourself. The old boy who was sitting there behind him yesterday while he was giving his speech, he was laughing, he. But he brought up Israel and said what he said about him. And that Jew looked him, if there was a gun in his hand, he'd have shot him in the back of his head. His cabinet member, his labor man, or whatever he calls himself, he laughed all doing his whole thing when he was talking about Obama, he was talking about everybody else and how he made friends and how the thing was going on and they were doing all this. But when he brought up Israel and talked about them like a dog in front of the whole world, that old boy put knives in his eyes. Look at the daggone thing. I mean, he had right in the back of his head. If he could have shot him, he would have right there. Talking about his country, Israel. And now, everybody now, I know Ben now is starting doing like I told you. When I first saw it, I looked back there at the Secretary of State, Rubio. He never smiled. He never said a word. Now they're focusing in on him. Man, look at Rubio. He doesn't like anything Donald's saying. And they right. And Poe JD, they didn't throw his ass under the bus. His aspirations, like I said yesterday, for president in 2028, it's gone. They blaming him for everything. Everything that's wrong. It ain't Trump's fault. JD should have did something. He the one negotiated that thing. Trump didn't have anything to do with it. After Trump sat there and said he did, they thrown him under the bus. They getting ready to ride him out on a rail. Poor JD. Now, at $300 billion, Ted, or $400 billion, by the time they get done, you know damn well that the gangsters in the White House ain't letting that money go. We got to get them a piece of it. That goddamn Jerry Christian is sitting there looking at chopped. You know, when the shit is all over, Iran gonna get the bulk of it. But I be goddamn sure Jerry Christian, he gonna get a nice little piece of that pie, buddy.
Oh yeah, you know that.
Yeah, them gangsters up in that White House, man. Shit, they ain't no regular folks. Them gangsters. They getting some of that money. Ain't nowhere in the world Trump would have let that stuff go without knowing. that he gonna get a piece of that goddamn pie. So all this stuff that's going on, Trump let it go through, and damn way he gonna get his money. He gonna put some, and we ain't gonna look for Iran to have some nuclear stuff going on here in just a few. They will never get nuclear weapons. That was Trump. Unconditional surrender. Iran, we're going to unconditionally surrender. And he did. He the one that unconditionally surrendered. Iran and turned the tables on him. So, I don't know, Ted. I don't know what to say. We got external stuff going on. That's that's crazy. Uh, look for the Prime Minister of Canada in just a few more rises and setting of the sun and everything to be the go-to man. Everybody used to shoot for the Washington D.C., but they're going to be heading to Ottawa, Canada, and Beijing in the next couple of months. They're going to be the powerhouses and stuff out there in the world. Look for it to happen. Now, I don't know what we're going to do in our Congress and stuff, Ted. I have no idea what's going on. We have not seen the Speaker of the House. He gone.
He
They,
gone.
they can't find it.
He's trying to
The
keep his
Speaker's
little job.
gone. He took off and left. And in Obama's years that he negotiated that JPOCA agreement, Congress passed some rules and regulations and some laws. And one of them says, and one of the regulations, that can't no president lift sanctions off of Iran without the approval of Congress.
Unplug it. Unplug it. Unplug it.
They have a 30-day period in which they have to do a review to find out if they're going to allow him to remove those sanctions and stuff off of Iran.
Man, Iran gonna do what they want to do.
I don't know how Trump gonna get by this. It's written in the law. Congress has to approve it.
Man, Trump don't care about what Congress do.
He can't lift those sanctions. If somebody goes to and files a suit and stuff against it, he can't lift those sanctions. He can try, like he been doing. He can go ahead on with it and say we're gonna lift the sanction, but eventually those sanctions are gonna have to go back on if Congress does not approve it. And right now, the Speaker of the House is trying to figure out a way how he's going to get Congress, his folks, to approve it. He ain't got the votes. But I'm pretty sure that they're going to figure a way, a loophole, a way around it like they usually do. and say they're going to lift the sanctions, and don't lift them. Iran's been getting around those sanctions anyway. Even before this, they've been slipping around those sanctions. They can't stop them.
Well, like I said, Trump gonna do whatever he wants to do.
Oh yeah, he gonna try. He gonna try. But look for that to be a little stumbling block out there, because I don't believe that MAGA Mike can get his folks and everything to go ahead and lift them sanctions and stuff
Oh, he
on
done lost.
Iran.
That man done lost his party, bro.
Well, he's still out there trying to. You know he out there. That's why he misses. He tried to rally his troops to get them to help
Yeah,
to
and
approve to
Trump is
lift them
trying to do the
sanctions.
same thing too,
Oh hell yeah, he's trying.
but
But he ain't giving a shit.
well, the gas, you know, let's be honest. Even though I remember, hey, a year ago I was paying $2.45 a gallon, so over a year ago. So now it's $3.45.
Mm-hmm.
It was $4.45 and up.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's a big deal. A dollar off is a big deal for a lot of people,
Mm-hmm.
but they really paying $2. They was paying
Mm-hmm.
$2 extra
Mm-hmm.
a gallon
In Florida.
in Florida. I can't speak for the rest of the country, but the food prices seem like they're sort of going down a little bit. So, you know, I think to me, in my personal opinion, I think it was a money they all collaborated, just like they do with the rents. It's like what they do with the interest, mortgage interest, you know, for homes and what have you. You know, they collaborate all together and make sure that it's one price. You know, one person might have a few tenths percent or 1% higher, but whatever. But they all collaborate together. You know, because they all use the same software. You know, they all use the same software, bro. And so this is a big takeover financially. You know, you got the stock market that ran up to 52,000. They predicting 60,000, and we got pretty much 4,000 companies then got off the Nasdaq and got off the stock market. So it's a game, bro. They playing a real gambling game because if you look at SpaceX, it went up as high as what 250. Now it's
Mm-hmm.
down to 180 something. This is a game, brother. This right here is what you call uh, transfer of wealth. You know, they're drawing all the money that they can, and the people, the average working person, is not involved.
Nope. He
They're not
doesn't have.
involved, man.
We don't.
We're not involved.
We don't have
However,
enough money. We don't
yeah,
have enough money.
yeah,
All the money people are passing their money around. They're keeping the stock market up. They
yeah.
passing that money around to all their friends.
That's the deal. That's the deal.
Yeah. You did you hear that your buddy, our first trillionaire, is he got his hands on buying a sports team now.
Really? What
Yeah,
kind of sports team?
New York Knicks.
He wants the New York Knicks.
He wants them Knicks.
and he would get that man probably 40% higher
Probably,
than what it's worth.
probably. And guess what? The rest of those teams and stuff might just approve that crap because if he pays them that kind of money for that sports team, guess what the value of the rest of them teams are going to be?
Go up.
They're going to go up.
The owners
Um,
are gonna be happy.
um, almost like real estate. They're going to go up. If New York Knicks get up there, their team value going to go up.
I think New York team is about the top five at least. You know, I
He's
know
he's
the
talking.
Lakers is up
Yeah,
there, and
yeah. He's talking about buying him a sports team. He wants the New York Knicks.
wow, and they're gonna allow it.
They probably are. If the man sells it, if he says okay, I'll sell. The league
Oh,
will probably
they might be. Hey,
the league will approve that stuff like that. You got enough money to do it on paper, and somebody gonna one of those mortgage brokers firms and stuff and everything is going to finance the deal. Somebody gonna finance the deal because they got a lot of money coming. They got a lot of money getting ready to come to them financing that deal. And you know, if he buys the Knicks and everything, he's probably going to be out there looking for another team to buy. He has so much money more and the person who's second place is unreal.
well, they say you got more money than the top four top money
Than the top
people,
four richest people in the world.
but all this money is on paper.
Yep, a lot of it on paper. A lot of it is sitting there on paper. Stock. Oh, and guess who was the second biggest donor to Obama's presidential library?
I have no idea.
Jeffy Boy.
Really?
Yes, sir. He gave $100 million to the John Lewis Center in his presidential library. And he requested that the center be named after John Lewis.
Wow.
He gave $100 million.
That's
Old,
the going rate for
old
giveaways.
Bezo, old Bezo, the top money person and stuff that went to the presidential library hit 125 million.
Who?
The top money people who sent money to the presidential library, they gave $125 million.
Damn.
And you ain't gonna believe who they were.
Who?
The founder and the co-founder of Airbud.
Airbud.
Yep,
Airbud.
yeah, Airbud. They're the ones who deal with these rentals and stuff all over the world.
What?
Yeah, those people that do the rentals all over the world, all these condominiums and the renting. You can go online and rent these places out for your summer trip or whatever, all over the world. They done got so big, man. That you can go any place in South America, Central America, and stuff, and they got listings and stuff where you can go and rent some places out, homes or houses, or whatever you want, apartments, condos.
Ed. Ed. Man, these little people that's got their little 10 million, 50 million, 300 million, that's pennies, nickels, and dimes. Pennies,
chump
nickels, and
change,
dimes.
chump change,
Chump change, bro.
chump change.
Damn. This shit is crazy, bro.
Chump change. Yeah. I didn't know them guys would have that kind of money.
I had no idea
Yeah,
neither.
man, they got some
They
people's
own
name.
it's only a few people, man, own all the shit, bro.
Ted, they have donated over $1 billion to his presidential library.
Damn.
Yeah. The city of Chicago gave him $123 million.
Ooh. How much did President Obama collect for that thing?
They said right now he's looking at $1.4 billion that's already been committed to that place.
Damn.
Public and private, the donations. I couldn't believe the city of Chicago gave 123 million.
Let me ask you this. Did you hear Michelle's Obama speech?
No, I didn't, but I'm getting ready to do it later on this evening.
Oh my goodness, man. She
I had to ask my wife who was that picture that was on her dress the other day. Remember she had that skirt on, and there was somebody's picture on her skirt.
that was her mother.
I didn't know it until I talked to my wife. She told me that
Yeah,
was her
that was her
mama.
mother.
I said, "Oh shit, I didn't know that. I thought that was one of the kids."
And she spoke about it for a couple of minutes, and that was her mother.
Oh, okay. I didn't
Yeah.
know that. I just found out this morning who it was. I mean, it was fitting, I guess, for her to have her mom on her dress, have a picture on there.
You know, when a black woman praises her husband like that in public, that dude must be. Come on here. He must be the shit, bro.
Well, after all those nasty rumors have been going out last year about him trying to divorce her, I guess she had to come forth and everything very powerfully and stuff and let all them hoes out there know he ain't for sale. He ain't ready. He ain't. Y'all can forget about it. That's mine. She let all them old hoes and stuff running around there trying to swoon at him and throwing their leg all up
Ooh,
around him and
boy, I
everything.
mean, I bet you that.
That's
Boy,
mine.
it's like coming back and forth all around.
Oh yeah, I know. I guess all the rumors went around. They just sit back and didn't say nothing. So she put a stamp on it. Grade A, Michelle Obama. She got us a grade A stamp on it. That's mine. You all get your hands off of it. I don't care what's going on. You can dream all you want. But get your hands off of that. That's mine. That's she just turned around and made her statement. So y'all been talking shit now for damn near a year about he get a divorce and all some crazy ass bullshit. Uh-uh. So it's man, it's their lives and stuff, Ted, is going to be somebody going to write a book about their lives. They written books, but somebody's going to write one and stuff and everything about the whole thing, and it is going to be awesome. Whoever they allow to do it. Now they done made a bunch of money and stuff off of their books. Michelle done wrote two books. I think Obama done read at least one or two himself too. And each one of them, before they even write them, they done got a contract for $75 million anytime they get it. After girlfriend Michelle's first book, and that thing exploded. I know all them publishing houses out there right now is probably throwing money at them. Throwing money at them. Write something. We'll back it. Whatever, however much money you want. Now, anybody in a position like that, Ted, in a position like that, where anytime they sit down there and put something down there in writing, can command damn near $100 million without a word being printed. That's how valuable
Amazing,
they are.
man. It's amazing. It's
It
amazing.
is. It's amazing. That's how valuable they are. It's amazing. Hell, they children are millionaires, both of them. They worth over $1 million. I think one of them worth $4 or $5 million. The oldest one. I don't know where the money comes from, but they got some money.
I'm looking at,
You ain't seen them. You ain't seen them Bush girls out there making all that kind of money.
well, one of the Bush girls got her own morning show.
Yeah, but she ain't got that kind of money that them girls got. Can command both of them. I don't know, kid. I'm just it's just amazing and stuff what's going on in our country. You either rich or you poor,
Yeah.
and very few in the middle. You either rich or you poor.
Well, all depends on how you look at it, Ed.
Yeah. Well, we got a middle class. But it's shrinking. It ain't as big as it used to be. You remember when we were coming up, man, the middle class was like 45, 50% of the country. No longer.
You know, and I'm gonna say this, and this is not a disparaging thing, but I remember in 67, 68, my parents was making right around combined salary of about 30,000. It was eight of us. We had just got that little house, brand new house, and I had my own car. Steve had his own car, uh, and then my mom and my dad, he had his own car, and during that period, it was called a what was the title of that? The name that we were. There were people that were call themselves a certain class of people as though they were doing well off. And I was thinking, I said, you know, to me, life is more than a house and a couple of cars. That's just the way I had felt. I've been feeling that way since I was 19, 20 years old. Because you have to find out who you are. What's your mission? What's your purpose? Now, I'm doing this show, people, because I don't have a TV face. See this face here? It's not a TV face.
Here we go.
So
The honest truth, people.
I'm just saying, I always wanted to do radio. That's been my dream. I always wanted to do radio. And the thing, what I'm saying is this, is that basically, we all have a mission. Like of course, coach basketball, played basketball, all that stuff. Went to school, worked in business, worked for a few corporate 500 companies. But we all have a mission from God. You got to figure out what it is. It might not be anything great. There are a lot of people, for whatever reason, become great because that's their mission. I was listening to President Obama was doing his speech, and he was talking about he came to Chicago in 1985, and he came up with an ideology and a way to do his mission, and he stuck with it. He was fortunate he found the right black woman to support him, but he educated himself, Ed. And so we all have a mission, bro, and we have an assignment to do, whatever it is. One of the reasons why I believe that this is one of our assignments. Now, how many people we touch during this show, you'd be surprised. Now, a lot of people don't like and subscribe to our show, but I can guarantee you hundreds of thousands of people listen to our show. They might only listen to it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Then they move on to something else. But the point is that we are bringing nuggets. We are bringing information. We are giving them our opinions on certain subject matters that they can say, "Oh, that's not a bad idea," or that's pretty good, and they might move on. We're not, in my opinion. Yes, I would love that we should have 1 million subscribers right now. We've been on the air for what? How long is it? About 10 years now?
Off and on.
8 years, 9 years, off and on. So, and we got at least pretty close to about 400 shows that we did or more, way more than that. So, but the purpose of our show, in my opinion, is that when we talk about different things, is making people aware and informing people and giving our opinion, and then for people to have their own critical thinking cap on. You might disagree with what we say and how we say it, and you might agree. We're not trying to be malicious, at least I know I'm not. I'm trying not to be malicious, but some things that we are very emphatic about, in my opinion, evil is evil, bro. Evil is evil. It's evil to mistreat these Latin people. It's evil for you to cut off almost 1 million kids from food stamps. It's evil for you to be raising or cutting Medicare, Medicaid. That's evil. And then dump a whole lot of money into bullshit programs. Well, I would say not bullshit programs. I would say overspending in the military, overspending in ICE. So, but President Obama, when he spoke today, he gave a lot of people hope. So, and I think that what it is the small things, and I feel guilty right now. The reason why I feel guilty is because I don't know about you, but to me, when you get a certain age, man, you need to sit your ass down. So that's what I did, bro.
Yeah. Oh, we all did.
Yeah,
Most of us did,
just sit
yeah.
your ass down. Because,
Right.
I was out there, man. I was doing stuff, working in the
Yeah.
church, helping helping kids and stuff like that. But you get a certain age, man, sit your ass down. One thing I could never, and this is no disrespect for elderly people, but I couldn't stand old people getting on the basketball court. Sit
Well,
your ass down, man. You can't keep up.
I can't stand to see old people sitting up there in Congress. And
Yeah,
much
well,
as I
it's the
like,
same thing.
and much as I have always liked Mr. Green, I think he needs to sit down. You done got too old, man. And Auntie, give them young folks
Who I
your
love,
seat.
Auntie.
I love her too, but give them people your seat. Jim Clyburn, give them young people your seat.
Yeah, very honorable man. Very
Step
honorable man.
them down and let them take the reins.
I
You
agree. But
you came into power and stuff when Martin Luther King was around or he had just left. You came into power. It's time to let it go.
let it go.
Martin Luther died when he was 30 what? 37, 38 years old?
39.
39. You should be gone, people. Jim, let the young folks have it. Let them make mistakes. Let them do what they need to do. Sit down and do something else. You can still be noticeable. You can still be guiding. You can still be a counselor to them and still be relevant.
I agree, bro. That's what I'm saying. People need to sit their ass down. Once you turn, really, I don't know what age it is, but to me,
I'm
I think
looking, I would say 60. If you reach 60 years old, 65, right when they allow you to retire, then leave the stuff alone.
leave it alone, bro. Leave it alone.
Yeah,
Going up
leave it
for other people,
alone.
man, to take your spot.
Absolutely. Let them have it, people. Understand, folks. Understand people watching, young folks, understand. We have to trust you, just like our parents trust us. They
And
trusted us.
and we can only, as individuals or even as a group of people or whatever, we can only do so much. And then the next level of people got to take the reign and make it better.
That's it.
And not that you're gonna not make mistakes, but you
And
got to
learn
take
from
it
your,
over.
yeah, I tell my young folks and stuff, learn from your mistakes. You say, well, you messed up, but we learn from it. It was a valuable lesson. You paid for that. Now, don't commit the same mistake again. That's all. Think about what you're doing. And I tell everybody all the time, I said, anybody come at you with any kind of thing, think about what you're going to do first. You cannot respond to somebody when you're angry. I used to sit down to it and just somebody would tell me, I'm all write that stuff. Man, 2 days later, I read what I done wrote, and that stuff is ugly. It don't even sound right. So I learned I'm not going to respond to anybody. I'm going to wait until I calm down and deal with it and stuff in a calm manner and understand the ins and outs and what I need to do.
Well, we come up to Father's Day, and I want to honor my father, who was my stepdad, raised me ever since I was 2 years old. He never raised his voice at me. Never.
I can't say that about my dad, man. He was a humdinger, man. Shit, I got a
But he was
whooping.
a dis.
I
He was a.
I got a whooping people from tearing my car up. I tore my car up in my senior year of high school. I tore it up. I wrecked it. And I bought the car myself. I worked for that car all summer. I worked
Your
for it and I
car.
bought it. And it was my car. And my dad wanted to whoop me for wrecking my car. That I paid for. Man, that's my shit. I paid for that. You didn't. That was your money didn't go in that. And I
Well,
suffered. And I
I didn't get a
suffered for
whole lot
that.
of whoopings. I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
I
honest with you.
suffered for that too, Ted. Even after the whooping, I still suffered because I tore the car up before basketball season. And you knew what happened during basketball season, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I suffered.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had to sleep in the laundromat, people.
Yep. I remember the day. I remember my man Moon. He bought that old antique car. Where's the where's the push that car to get home?
all the way saying they had to Pembroke. It, it, people, we got some stories to tell you guys that you would never believe. I watched my friend who is gone now. He up there with the Lord, Mr. Paul, and he was underneath the hood choking the carburetor so we can drive the car. He choked the carburetor and run for a while, and then he kept underneath the hood. He got so bad he just laid down on the hood and kept choking the carburetor so we could get from St. Anne to Pembroke, 12 miles.
I'll tell you, bro. Man, like today's children now, they are, and this is not a criticism or nothing like that because I understand we live in these times, but most these people, and I'm not saying all, I'm talking about people that have gotten their education and they, have great jobs or have their own business and stuff. Most of these parents now, they're helicopter parents. And rightfully so because there's so much mess out there. It was mess out there when we were there, but not like it is now. I mean, it has expeditionally have escalated as far as pedophiles, drug users, alcoholics, big time gambling, and all that stuff. They got all of these sidetracks to get you off of what your goal or what your dreams are. There's so many things, man, that distract you. You got this social media, you got all these things, man. And these parents are trying to keep their kids, you know, together to try to keep them sane, and they have to be helicopters to watch almost every move they make. And I can only speak for my kids. Thank God that they have a grandmother, and I pitch in every now and then, you know, to help our grandkids. But the point is that these kids nowadays that's coming up, I'm talking about the young ones, the grandparents' kids, man, it's tough for them, man. It's too many opportunities. So many opportunities, Ed. So many opportunities. Now I don't know what it's gonna be, after this AI start kicking off like it says, but I'm talking about it's so the door is wide open, bro. You can be whatever you want to be. When we was coming up, you know that, Ed. When we was coming up, man, post office, police officer, and bus driver.
Garbage
Those are
man.
three top big jobs.
And the garbage man, he made a lot of money.
Garbage man. And they made fun of the people, parents that were garbage people. But they was making 15,000. You say
They
15,000. With overtime and
that was
everything,
that was
$15,000 in the
that was
'60s
a
was a lot of
lot of
money.
money. That was a lot of money, then
That was a
people.
lot of money.
A lot of money. A whole lot of money. But
So
people, they and I'm gonna jump on top of what Mr. Harvey said because we just about to end here. AI, do not be afraid of it. I'm telling you guys, don't be afraid of it. It is a tool, just like a hammer and a nail is. It can help you to build something. Treat it like a tool. Do not be afraid of it. It is there to help. I guarantee it is. I've been using it, and I'm telling you, I use it and I use it every day and stuff now, and it has helped me and stuff in my work and what I'm doing. It has helped me quite a bit. I mean, it has helped me a lot. So I'm not afraid of it. I'm enjoying it. I engulf in it. The only thing I have to say about it is that we as a country or we as a world are not Our leaders are not ready for it. I believe our leaders are not ready for it. The people, the CEOs of these big companies and stuff, all they are promoting is to get as rich as possible if they can off of it and everything, and they don't care where they're going. But our leaders and stuff, the politicians and stuff and everything, have no idea what this thing is, and they have not gotten themselves to the point to where they're learning about what the heck AI and stuff is and what it's capable of and the dangers and stuff of it. The richest man in the world, Elon Musk, is building data centers and stuff all over this country. In some states, these data centers is going to create problems for the people in the general area of these data centers because the resources are not there. And Elon doesn't give a crap. All he wants to do is say, hey, I'm going to put it there and stuff, and whatever money I need to pay off these politicians to get it there, I'm going to do it. Not knowing that it's creating some problems, some health problems, all kind of problems for the people and stuff around those buildings. We are not building the infrastructure to handle these data centers. You have to have an infrastructure to handle these data centers. Not only roads, but utilities. We don't have enough electrical power to handle these things. There's not enough there. And to power our homes. They can't coexist. Anyway, people, we're about to end of our show. Mr. Harvey, your final word.
Well, you just said it. Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
Embrace the changes.
Embrace it.
Embrace it.
Embrace it and
I got
understand
four
what's
or
going
five.
on.
I got
Yeah.
4 or 5 AI programs on my stuff, and just slowly learning a little bit at a time. You try to keep up with different things. I mean, I'm not going to be going all out trying to, like yourself, Ed. But as long as I know just enough, if I need to get really engrossed in it, I'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
But younger people, hey, this is a new level now. What they say? New devil, new level.
Mm-hmm.
So just go to the next level.
That's it. That's the only thing we got. And it, man, I'm telling you, the potentials of that, of what's going on, people, is just astronomical. When we were growing up, we were little kids, we used to listen to these cartoons, and there was a show that came on called The Jetsons. Remember them Jetsons? They up in their little old planes, their little old spaceship, everybody flying around. They got their little elevators and coming in and walkway coming from out of their apartment and
Flying
everything.
cars,
Yeah, flying cars, everything. The Jetsons is here, people.
everything was modern. They had robots.
Yes, sir. The Jetsons is here. You remember when you was finding out, when they found out how those robots are going to do for Elon Musk? They here. The Jetsons is here. That's why I'm excited about it. I'm excited. I want to see what's happening because I used to watch that show all the time. The Jetsons. Oh, it was a comedy. It was a cartoon back then, but it ain't a cartoon today, people. It is real. We is here, and those flying cars are here. They are here. Oh, so anyway, people, uh, that's all I have to say. You folks and stuff, hope you enjoyed the show. I know I did. And we will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.